Hi there, it's Lisa Belleci St. Romain here on our Solemnity of the Most Holy Body and Blood of Christ, Corpus Christi. And our first reading is from the book of Exodus. Moses is with the people at Sinai and they're about to ratify the covenant, right? And so we have the voice of the narrator, we have the voice of the people, and we have the voice of Moses. And so, how will you make those changes and how will you include the people here? Because what we're talking about here, what's happening here is the blood offer holocaust. That's the burnt offering, the sacrifice of the young bulls. That's a sharing in the meat, the flesh is actually shared. Some gets to go to the Lord and the people eat. And then the blood sprinkled on the altar and on the people. So much sharing of the flesh and the blood. And of course, we eat the body and blood of Christ. So prefiguring, right? So very, very important reading to take slowly and make all those voice changes, and we'll see how it goes here, okay? Remember that the instructions in the Roman Missal ask us to wait 3 seconds between the title of the book, the reading that we do, and the word of the Lord. Again, 3 seconds before and after. So we'll do that. I count that off just with my fingers right here. A reading from the book of Exodus. When Moses came to the people and related all the words and ordinances of the Lord, they all answered with one voice. Now here's the change. And the question that is not asked is, are you guys going to do this? Are you going to be serious about this? And their response is very serious. We will do everything, serious and eager, right? So make that happen in your voice. We will do everything that the Lord has told us. And if you can take the beginning and the end and break it into 2 pieces so that you can make eye contact as you say those words, then that includes the people who are listening to you as part of the responders, okay? So then there's a pause. Moses then wrote down all the words of the Lord and, pause, rising early the next day. So here's the story going on again. What's he going to do, right? A little pause after that. He erected at the foot of the mountain an altar and 12 pillars for the 12 tribes of Israel. So I would say pause after altar before you go into that whole next line, because that altar, we still use an altar, right? Okay. Now again, more of the story. Then, having sent certain young men of the Israelites to offer holocaust, that's a complete burning, and sacrifice young bulls as peace offerings to the Lord. So the sacrifices, part were left for God to eat, and then part was given to the people to eat. So there's the sharing of the flesh going on, okay? So after he sent some young men to do that, Moses took half of the blood which had been drained before the sacrifice and put it in large bowls. The other half he splashed on the altar. Taking the book of the covenant, he read it aloud to the people, who answered, here we go again, all that the Lord has said. Are you guys going to do this? Are you serious now? Do you hear me? Yes. And they're answering, all that the Lord has said, we will heed and do. Then he took the blood and sprinkled it on the people, saying, this is the blood of the covenant that the Lord has made with you, in accordance with all these words of his. So I have been careful to take one line and deliver it looking at people. Next line, deliver it looking at people. Last line, deliver it looking at people, okay? Because that's the covenant, and I want the people that you're proclaiming, reading to be included in this covenant, to feel included in this covenant. And eye contact is the most important way of doing that. Okay, and then we finish, and I'm counting my 3 again. The word of the Lord, just as strong. Okay, so practice with the different voices, with your pacing, and knowing that the flesh and the blood that is sprinkled on the people, that's the blood of Christ that we drink, right? And so such a foreshadowing of what we do at Eucharist. God bless.